Hey everybody, how's everybody doing today? Robert and I thought we'd get in the kitchen and make just something simple. It's not hard to make and it's nothing that's going to put strain on me or anything like that. They told me I didn't have to, just quit doing everything. I just can't lift anything, stay away from anything that weighs 5 pounds or more. And I don't do anything strenuous. I don't reach up real high, so don't you all think I'm doing stuff I shouldn't do. But we're going to make a pumpkin crisp, and we're going to try something new today. And I'll let you all know for sure how it turns out. Instead of using the oatmeal cookie mix, we're going to use the Cinnamon Toast Crunch cookie mix. And we're going to add some pecans to it and just a little bit of oats. But we're just going to try it and see how it works. The other one works really good, so we thought that I got a couple packs of this back a month or two ago, because I thought, I believe that would work good. And the cinnamon and everything should work good with pumpkin.
Well, what are we making today?
It's called Pumpkin Crisp.
What is that, really?
Well, it's just a sugary, crunchy topping on top of something. A crisp is. It's not anything fancy, really. But what you're going to need, you're going to need a 15-ounce can of pumpkin. We're going to put that in the bowl here. Sometimes I switch these up and change them, but I'm just making this very simple today. If you like pumpkin dishes or you want something pumpkin for Thanksgiving and you don't want to make a pie, some people don't like to make pies. This is real easy to make. I mean, you pour it in a baking dish, make your crumble and put on top of it, or your crisp, and you're done pretty much. Okay, and then you need a cup of sugar, 2 teaspoons of pumpkin pie spice, and a ½ teaspoon of salt.
Show them what you got
it's in
there.
this little container, honey. I said pumpkin pie spice.
There we go.
And then we're going to add, this is, you can use heavy whipping cream or you can use half and half. Either one of them works good. And if you don't have half and half and you want to use evaporated milk, you can use that. It'll work too. So I'm going to put this in there. Now, let's see. Scoot them out of the way there just a second. And we need 3 eggs. And I've got these eggs right here, and I'm going to break them one at a time in my little bowl here. Most of the time, store-bought eggs, you don't run into a bad egg. But if you've had them for a little bit, it pays to kind of watch. But now, country eggs, that's a different story. You got to watch your country eggs. Because you don't know how long those chickens laid those eggs. Sometimes they would lay one on you. I remember my granny she'd go get an egg every once in a while. And every once in a while, she'd get one been laying in the, they used to get in Grandpa's hay out in the barn. So you'd have to go out there and hunt too. A lot of times it was kids hunting for Granny. And every once in a while you'd come upon one that had been there for a little while. Oh yes, something else. The recipe doesn't call for this, but I like to put this in, and that's just a little bit of vanilla, a teaspoon of vanilla. Gives it a little bit better taste, I think. Sometimes I put maple flavoring in mine because I think it's good. If you like maple, just a little bit of maple flavoring changes the flavor of it.
So is that maple or is that vanilla?
It's vanilla. I'm using vanilla right now. If I was making it for me today, I would probably use the maple flavoring in it. I just like the flavor it gives it. Okay, now we're going to mix this up. It doesn't take too long to mix it. Okay. Now. You'll notice I slid that off of there. And your batter's going to be a little wet, so, don't worry about it. Okay, just make sure you don't have any lumps in it. Okay, now, we're going to pour this into, you want to pause it just a second and get our cookie sheet to put our pans on. Okay, we got the pans here, and normally you can make about a 8 by 11 dish. Like if you have a Pyrex bacon dish that's 8 by 11, that's a perfect size for it because you want your pumpkin to be a little thick. But I'm making these in disposable pans because I'm probably gonna give one of them away, and I'm fixing this little one for my neighbors, Ted and Mary Alice. And there's enough batter here. I think I can do both of them. But Robert's going to come pour this in for me, so we're going to pause you just a second. Okay, we're ready to start pouring. And I'm going to get over here a little closer where I can see him a little bit, make sure he's not getting too much. Now, I may not have enough for two. I'm going to watch and see here, though.
Might have to make more, Kathy.
I think that's enough. Whoa. Stir that on the bottom there, honey.
Here?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's got a little pumpkin down there on the bottom where the thing didn't mix it up good.
And remember, y'all, she ain't feeling good, so she's going to boss me and tell me everything. And I told her I'd put this on camera because she says, some of these ladies like hearing me and you banter, as Kathy says. So when Kathy says, when the boss says jump, you know what I say, don't you? How high? All right, is that mix good enough?
Yeah, I think so.
Try this one?
Yeah. I don't want it to go more than half full
You
on
ain't
it.
barely going to have half full.
Okay, that's enough. That's enough. Put the rest of it in the other. Put the rest of it in that other.
Yeah. Smells pumpkiny.
Okay. Now we're going to make the crisp, and we're going to melt the butter first, and we'll be right back. Okay. We are making the crumble. We're going to take the cookie mix and open it and put it in the bowl here.
I'm going to use her trusty dark one. She's had this spoon since her grandma, I think. It's a
Long time, yeah.
It's called a Adcraft. Never heard of that one.
Yeah.
Anyway, what am I doing next?
Put your cookie mix in.
Okay, why is your voice raspy, Kathy?
My voice is raspy because this medicine that they had me on, the antibiotic, makes me cough. It's aggravating as heck, but, you have to take the antibiotics, so.
So let's wrap up what's been going on so far with you.
Well, so far, I was getting over the surgery, but then I got infection in the incision. And so they had to open it up and drain it. And now we pack it twice a day. But it's looking a lot better. And we're just taking the antibiotics. I went to the ER and they gave me a big dose of vancomycin and got me started. And now we're just doing it day by day. Robert's being the nursemaid here.
She's paying me good.
Yep.
Fattening me up.
Chicken quesadillas.
Yeah.
Okay.
What did you do next?
Take your spoon, kind of knock the lumps out of that a little bit. Now, put your oats in there with it.
The whole thing.
It's we're going to look at it. He's got a half a cup here, but
More?
yeah, maybe. Just put it all. And we got about, I don't know, it's close to a cup of pecans. We probably won't use all of those, but I like to keep them out just to look, to make sure. Sometimes if it don't look like it's enough, I add more.
Are we adding more of this?
Yeah, I do want to add just a little bit of pumpkin pie spice to that. About, I don't know.
You tell me when. Ready?
Yeah, that's enough. Because it's already got some stuff in it. But,
Smell that. Man, that smells good.
We're going to put a little in it and see if it needs any more. I think this will probably be all right. Okay, now put your butter in.
All of it?
Yep. Whole stick of melted butter.
I drug Kathy outside yesterday. Yeah, yesterday we went to Sam's Club. And what that is, if you're out of country, it's just a big, huge warehouse, food, and all kinds of different things.
Like Walmart.
But it's a huge version. Anyway, some people are from not. From
Some
this
people
country.
know Costco and other things like
For
that.
you
They're
people from
similar.
New Zealand, it's just a big monster grocery store / whatever. But anyway, so as soon as you walk in, what did we see? The first 15 items. Pumpkin this, pumpkin that, pumpkin this, pumpkin. I was joking because everything, they even had pumpkin.
Stir, honey.
They had everything. And then we went to the Haney Appledale
Farm. It's a apple orchard, but they've added a lot of stuff to it over the
Nancy,
past few
Kentucky.
years. Yeah.
So you've seen those pictures from yesterday. And then we bought 3 bags of apples and took 2 bags to her daughter's house. And her grandson got Granny Smith, and Bobby and Jamie got
Blondies.
Never heard that apple before, but they like them. And I got an apple called a, what do I have? What's the apple?
Pixie Crunch.
Pixie Crunch. It was good too. What else did I do, Kathy? Add that?
Okay. Well, I need to look at that just a second. I need to feel the texture of it.
You stirring?
It needs a little bit of flour in it. We're going to have to put just a little bit of flour.
This
Yeah.
little blue one?
There's a little bowl there I keep flour in. See it?
Tell me when.
Just put a couple tablespoons in it to where it makes it crumbly. Because we can't let it be too heavy.
You tell me when.
Okay.
There's one, right?
Yeah.
Stir it.
No, just dump another one.
Enough?
Big ones, honey.
Enough?
Yeah. Okay, now. You don't want to smush it together. You want to cut it. Cut it together like that. Yeah.
Y'all know I don't know what I'm doing. I just get told what to do.
Let me feel the texture now. That's a little
Keep
better.
getting it.
That's a little. That's
How
that's
about
a
our
better.
nuts?
Once we add the nuts in, I think you'll be all right.
Now
Yeah,
what do I do?
put the nuts in.
All of it?
Oh well, we'll see. Yeah, just put them all. Be all right. I like nuts and crumbles and crisp and things like that.
She likes nuts, everybody.
That's why I married Robert.
I give her a little bone to chew on every once in a while, so everybody laugh. She's in pretty good spirits. She just sounds horrible because she's been coughing all day.
Yeah, that coughing wears you out, but you know, I know there's some medicines that do that, and you just have to kind of tough your way through it. Hopefully it comes out. Okay.
Ready?
Okay, you come do this now, and let me put the crumb
On.
Okay. Now we're going to crumble around on top of this pumpkin. And you're going to bake this at 375 degrees for about 45 minutes. So I'm trying to hopefully not make too many big globs here. Because you don't want to glob it. You just want to kind of to lay on top of the pumpkin. Let me get around this way where I can maneuver my hand a little better. But my mom, if she was alive right now, she would eat the tarnation out of this. She loved pumpkin. She would eat pumpkin pie for breakfast. If she was here, I guarantee you she'd like this.
Your mom's name was Elma Pearl.
Yeah, my mom was
She was a character.
she was a very outspoken person, Mom was.
Not quite like you, right?
Well,
That's a joke, people.
I'm not really quite quiet. I'm not like Mom, but I don't have to be like Mom. But now if you put me in the right situation to stand my ground, I'm going to stand my ground with you. You know, I'm not somebody that just keels over because somebody tries to make me. Okie dokie. There we go. We got them ready now to go in the oven. And we're going to bake these for about 35 to 45 minutes. You want the top to be good and, golden brown. And give the pumpkin on the bottom time to cook. So we will be back in a little bit, and we hopefully will be able to show you what it looks like. Okay, guys, it finally come out of the oven, and it took about 45 minutes to bake. But I am going to modify the recipe just a little bit because I saw some things that I needed to lessen the amounts of. When I use the oatmeal, it takes a stick of butter, but it's not going to take a stick of butter for this. Not if you use the cinnamon or the cinnamon cookie mix. It's only going to take about 8 tablespoons, I think. So I'm going to show you a little picture of what it looks like. Okay. There's what it looks like. So, Robert, you want to taste test?
You know me, I like it cold, but I guess I'll try. But I just put lotion on my hands, y'all, so I will try it later.
This is the small one that I made. Kind of shows you what it looks like, but I would taste test it, but since I'm taking all these antibiotics and I'm taking probiotics to keep from getting thrush, and I mean, I'm just not eating anything sweet right now because I know better than do that. But
just
anyway.
for you people.
Just tell me how you think you've eaten both of them. You've tasted the other crumbles before, so
I still sell the pumpkin
see
more
if
than
it's
cinnamon.
well. We want it to. Is that as good as the crumble that I make, like on the berries and stuff?
Nothing ever beats berries. So sorry, people.
I mean the crumble, honey.
Oh.
The crumble.
It's cinnamony. You wouldn't like it. She don't like cinnamon, y'all. I do.
I like cinnamon. I just don't want it. I don't like stuff
So if you don't like
overpowered.
cinnamon, don't use the cinnamon toast crunch. Use the oatmeal.
Use the oatmeal cookie mix.
But if you like cinnamon like me, yeah, it's better. But me, if I'm going to waste my calories, it better be ice cold. So I'll put it in the fridge.
Well, if I can get it to turn here. Okay, so basically, I'll put the recipe on with a picture of it here. But, and I'll make the modifications.
Here, I'll hold it for you.
What?
Your phone for you.
But I feel like I'm all humped over. It's hard to straighten up. But anyway, we're going to hopefully give one of these to Brother Jeff, who is our pastor, and then one to his in-laws, the little ones. You know, they're 91 and 92, Ted and Mary Alice are. So, but we'll talk to you all later. Bye.
Say goodnight, Gracie.